All right, this is quiz 7, version A, and you'll just go along and do this with me as through the video. Number 1 says the following graph shows the temperature at the start of a popular hiking trail and at various points along the hike. What do the circled data points represent in the context? So if you look at these on here, there's 2 circled data texts. And if we look at the graph, the x-axis is the elevation gain and the y is the temperature. So the data points represent, this one represents that at a 1,600 foot elevation gain, the temperature is 70 degrees. So we could say 1,600 feet equals 70 degrees on that one. And this one probably should have come first, but a 0 elevation gain, the temperature, so basically where you start, the temperature is 80 degrees. So we could say 0 feet equals 80. And again, that one should probably come first. And then at 1,600 feet, it was 70. Next, it says, describe any patterns of association you see in this scatter plot. Use the context to give possible explanations as to why these trends, patterns, and associations exist. So as we look at it, we could say it's a negative linear line. And it has a strong correlation. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's strong. And it probably, the explanation will probably be that as you gain elevation, the temperature goes down. So as you gain elevation, the temperature goes down. Okay, number 2, the following graph shows the distance in feet of the winning Olympic discus throws for men from 1900 to 2012. What does the circled data point at 88 and 225.8 represent in the context? So if we look at it, then this is the distance thrown, and then these are the different years. So if you see that it's going from like 1900, so, and then it goes to 112. So if you add up 1900 to 2012, then that would be 112 years. So at this one, we could say that at 88, that would really be in 1988, that the winning throw was 225.8. And then on this one, let's see, this is a crazy name. Virgilijus, I guess, Alinkna of Lithuania holds the Olympic record for discus in the 2004 Summer Olympics in Athens. Circle this data point on the scatter plot. So again, remember that even though this says 8, 16, 24, it's really like 1908, 1916, 1924, 1932. So we would come up here for 2004, it would be this 104. And then it says that he holds the record for discus there. So it's probably this very highest one right here, which would be at 230, okay? Then it says, describe any patterns of association you see on this scatter plot. Use the context to give possible explanations as to why these trends and associations exist. So if we could see it, the line does start out kind of positive linear, but then it levels out. So we will say it has a non-linear association. And Also, as it kind of levels out, it levels out around, we could say around 1988, and then it stayed the same for quite a while and then went down a little bit. So we could say that maybe discus throwers got to their peak maybe discus throwers got to peak in 1988 and stayed there until about what was after 2004. So maybe until after 2004 Olympics. And then there was a slight decline after that. So that would kind of explain the correlation as it went. And that is number 2.